Hi, I'm Sina.
Hi, I am Andrew.
And I'm Crystal.
And I'm Sam.
And
welcome
back.
The Basement Suite.
Anyways,
Welcome
basement
to the
suite,
basement
sweet for
suite.
guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are we talking about this
So-
episode, guys?
Okay, so today we were gonna answer some questions or like one of those Reddit story things, right?
And some
Or-
deep questions,
and some
maybe.
deep questions, yeah. So, and we're gonna just see how that goes.
Why are you looking at me?
You're staring at it.
Wait, what do we think of these like "Am I the asshole" stories and all that? Like,
I hate them.
have you guys read any of them
It just
before?
it
Oh
makes
my
me lose
God.
hope in humanity. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually hate them.
Yeah.
I think they're
It's
interesting.
Really?
the biggest brain rot ever. And
Low-key brain rot, but
It is
like,
low-key.
Why is it
Why am
brain
I
rot? It's
reading-
real life situations.
It's not. Like,
No,
you
but
gotta
some of them is-
realize a lot of them is
Yeah.
made up just for your
No
entertainment.
way.
Some are real, but they're also really bad. It's like
TV shows and
yeah.
yeah, I think some of them are real, some of them are like low-key.
I
like,
cheated on my boyfriend. Am I the asshole?
But then sometimes by the end of it, you end up being on the other side.
That's true. After you
True.
read it, like the
True.
one that the sleeping one.
Yeah, 'cause
right?
they're just clickbait at the beginning.
Am I the asshole for sleeping with my friend when I'm married? By sleeping, I literally mean sleeping, like snoozing. Me, 26F, my husband, 27M, have been married for 7 years. Damn. And together for a total of 11 years, we have always been happy with each other, and I love my husband with everything in me, but recently he has been complaining about how I use too many blankets and he gets too hot. I snuggle him too much, I use too many pillows, I go to bed too early, too late, and more stuff like that. So I promised him I would only go to bed when he did. I would use only one pillow and one blanket, and I wouldn't cuddle with him anymore. He didn't think that was good enough. He's refusing to sleep in the same bed as me. He sleeps in our guest room when I sleep alone. This has been going on for almost 3
I feel
months.
like that sounds like a broken marriage.
What is happening here? He's never complained about my sex. He's just been refusing. What am I reading?
Just keep reading.
But that's not what I'm complaining about. I miss my husband. Ever since he started sleeping away from me, he has barely spoke to me. He gets up at 6 a.m. every day, leaves at 8, gets back at 7. His job hours are 9 to 5. I don't know what he's doing. I feel unwanted. So back to my point. Recently, my friend, 26F, got divorced. She couldn't afford her house, so I let her move in with me. I've known her since we were both 2. Now she does have her own room, but she's having the same problem as me. She feels lonely, unwanted. So we sleep in the same bed every night. We don't have sex. We cuddle. Now, sometimes I give her small kisses on the forehead, and she does the same to me, but my love language is touch, so I can't ever touch my husband. I'll need someone else's kiss. I've never touched her lips once. We've never done anything more than goodnight kisses on the cheek and forehead.
What is
We have been
going
snuggling
on?
together for about 3 weeks now, and my husband is pissed. He told me my whole homophobic family that I kicked him out of our bedroom so I can sleep with a girl. I needed advice to know if I'm the asshole or not.
Whoa, it just went so fast at the end.
I
Oh
think
my
she just
God.
needed some love.
I don't think she's the asshole.
That is,
No.
they need a
That is-
therapist.
So is she into girls?
I don't know.
Or it's just
I think she just wanted
affection
some
thing?
physical cuddles, you know, and the husband's like, you're too warm with the 7 blankets and all the pillows. And then
It's totally his fault.
I think
Would you do
it
that?
sounds like he didn't even try. That's what it feels like to me.
There's not even a compromise. It's just like she did all that thing, like one pillow, one blanket, even though she shouldn't limit herself, in my opinion. And like going to bed for him, and then it still wasn't good enough. It's like he's almost looking for a reason to not sleep in the same bed.
Yeah, it sounds like he just doesn't like her anymore. Like, you know, is just either like stressed with something else, but he doesn't want to cuddle.
But is this a real story, you think? Because that seems very far-fetched.
This could be a real story.
You're saying someone out there literally, they just had marital problems, and then their friend came over and she cuddled, and she just is so horrified the fact that they started cuddling that, I mean, I guess that makes sense. That's crazy, though. These stories really,
She just wanted a sleepover.
yeah. So why is she the asshole?
I think she just feels guilty. Like, she feels guilty that she like had a sleepover with a friend and feels like, oh, did I?
No, I don't think
Feel
think
like-
she's the asshole at all. I
don't think so
I think the
either.
husband's
No, we
the
don't
asshole.
think so.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
she's not the asshole.
She only thinks
She
so because
is
he's
not.
guilting her into it, and
Yeah.
also why is he getting her whole homophobic family involved?
Yeah,
Anyways?
like-
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh my
so
god, my
weird.
wife's sleeping with a girl. Like what?
But she's
That's
not.
kinda-
She's not.
She might be
gay, right?
closeted
Oh,
gay. I don't know.
okay.
We don't know the whole
Well,
details.
even if she is, he's not giving her anything. I'm not saying she's cheating. She's not. She's just getting friendly affection from what she can.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think like Andrew should read another story.
What do you want?
Not Andrew.
Who wants to read it?
You're reading it like so fast.
Yeah, I want to get over
And
with
it
the
was like
story.
you like didn't care for the story.
No. This one. How about you read this one then?
Someone else.
This one is so short. I bet he picked
Yeah,
it.
I did it. It gets short. Let's do a short story real quick.
Okay, so this one is, am I the asshole for calling out a line cutter at Costco? Okay, we'll hear it. So it starts. I was at Costco and had just finished checking out when I realized I picked up the wrong item. I headed over to the supervisor's desk and waited behind a gentleman who was already there. A couple minutes later, a woman nudged in front of my cart, giving me an unapologetic wave. I'll be quick. I just have a question, she said. I didn't hold back. I don't give a shit. Wait in line. I told her. She looked at me like I was an alien and told me I was being incredibly rude. I followed up with a fine, pretty fucking please then. I also have a question. What makes yours more important than mine? When I went home, I told my wife. She said I overreacted and in retrospect, I shouldn't have cursed out, but I don't regret calling her out.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts?
I don't think he's an asshole.
I think he is an asshole.
No.
I mean, he does have the right, but like he doesn't have the right to cuss out. Like it's just like if they're gonna be quick and short.
No,
like,
but don't cut in line, bro. Like this is go to the back of the line, bitch. Like I'd cuss him out.
well,
Don't be in front of me, buddy. Like don't. You know what I mean? I take his side. Honestly, not an asshole. I would have been like, buddy.
what if it's someone older than you who can barely
I'd be like,
walk
excuse me,
and
old
they
lady,
can-
get to the back.
You're an asshole.
I'm not. I'm not. Look, man. If she was crossing the street, I'd help her, but you can't cut in line unless it's a hospital emergency line and I have like a cut and they're bleeding out. Sure, but you're at Costco, bro. Like you're not taking my spot in line. Do you know how long the lines
For
are in
me,
Costco?
same. I think it's the principle. Like, if you want to cut in line, I would also say like,
Yeah,
oh,
it depends
sorry,
on how you
like
go.
it's just I want to put something there really quickly. Can I just do that? But if it's just I'll be quick. Like I'm faster than you or something. Like no, you're not.
'Cause
Like
I'm
what do
just
you have in
I'm
Costco
just
that's
imagining
so
this
fast?
lady's probably like, oh, sorry, I'll be quick, and then just
And then she asks her question.
yeah, right,
another
like
long
no,
question.
buddy, hey, get out of the line, like. And
I
this guy
mean,
wasn't even
I
that
don't
rude.
think. Oh, I feel like he was pretty rude. He just like right up just swore right away. But
Oh.
he didn't
What,
need
what,
to.
what did he swear?
He said, "I don't give a shit. Wait in line."
That reminds me of when I used to work at a doctor's office, and sometimes like we would be nice, and don't ever be nice when you're a medical office assistant because
I
people will
know.
lie to you to get what they want. This woman's like, please, 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 like I'll be quick, da da da. So we let her go in front of other people. I don't know why we did that. She ended up taking like 40 minutes in there, and all the other patients were so mad. And that was the last time we trusted someone when they said, "I have one quick question."
Yeah, no,
yeah,
you don't
never
trust,
the
these people.
one quick
No.
question or
But
the,
back
are you
to
guys
this-
open?
What?
Like, you know, when you go to the store and someone asks, like, are you guys still open? I'll be like really quick, and no, then you know they won't be really
Yeah.
quick.
Those are
Yeah, I've
horrible.
read
Oh
those
my
stories.
god.
No, those.
But
those-
back
When I
to-
used to work at the bank too, like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Never say
Yeah.
yes.
But back
Yeah.
to this story, like I do think it's super annoying, but for me personally, it would depend on how my mood that day of if I were to actually act on getting annoyed or not.
Mm. Okay, question: are you allowed to call people bitches or no? Because I use that word.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't
But-
think men can.
Like you
But
can't
no,
call a girl
each other.
bitch.
Calling Steven a bitch.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I feel like
Right.
because that's more
100%.
descriptive, you know, rather than like derogatory.
So do we have to edit this out?
I
when
think we
was
can
like,
call
No.
our friends bitches, but not.
But
people
like
we
in the
don't know.
Costco scenario, I was like, "Yo, bitch, get out of the line." I don't know if I can say that, right?
No, you can't say that.
But she
That's
cut in
just
front of me.
rude.
Is
Take
this
a
allowed?
chill
He
pill.
lives his
No, is this allowed to be? Even
he
posted?
lives
Am I
his
gonna
thoughts,
cancel?
bro.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fine.
What if she was being a bitch?
Then
You technically can, but it's just rude. I would say
It's
you have a
okay.
right to say
it,
that.
it,
but
it
it's
shows
just
who
kinda
you
rude.
are as a person, how you react to
Mhm.
situations. So like my vision is that it's an act of service and being nice and just let them do whatever they want. And if it takes too long, it's them and their lie and how
It
Karma
affects
will
it
turn
affects
around.
you though. It affects me. So I'm
how,
gonna do
how
something
bad
about it.
if it was it will it affect you though? Like
It's
that's
the
the
principle.
question.
It's
What
a
are you getting at
principle.
Costco?
If a
Like
thief
being
steals
5
money, I
minutes
would
late.
fight the thief.
I mean, yeah, he stole your shit. of
No, a
course.
lot of times people say just let him take it, but I'll die for that money. Out of principle.
Principle.
He'll stab me. I don't know how I'll react, but in my head, it's like he'll stab me, and I'll take the knife and stab him back.
Oh, and so if the owner
He also ruined an Indian wedding. He called the cops on them because they're taking photos on the grass.
Look, I didn't ruin no wedding. They were stomping on a nature preserve, and I was like, "Hey, you cannot be here." And they were like, "It's okay, buddy. Like, we're gonna leave." And they didn't leave. So I was like, "Hey, like, I thought you were leaving. You can't stomp on the friggin' nature preserve." And they were like, "Bro, you're ruining a wedding." And I'm like, "How am I ruining a wedding? You're not allowed to be here." And they're like, "It's fine, bro. Like, go away." I'm like, "You cannot just stomp on sensitive grass. That's a fucking preserve." And then I'm like, "If you don't leave, I'm gonna call the cops." And they're like, "Yo, you're fucking ruining a wedding." And
Was
some
that
dude
your client?
tried to fight me. And he literally tried to square up. So then I called the cops. Yeah.
You're actually insane.
And then what the cops do?
And they came and they just kind of left because they knew the cops were coming. So
You got this
Yeah.
over the escorted. You could be scared for his life.
Yeah.
Hiding in the bushes.
No way.
I wasn't. No, look, there were.
You called
They were like. There was
Oh,
like.
you were hiding, not that.
I was
You
hiding.
were.
Dude.
The cops had to go find him in the bushes to escort him to his car.
No, they didn't find me in the bushes. The cops came and then I came out. But like, there were 50 of them, and three people ganged up on me, and they're like, "If you don't get out of here, we're gonna beat you up." I was like, "What?"
They said that?
Yeah.
You
How
should've
am I?
killed him.
How am I gonna take on fucking 3 people?
Are they as big as you?
It's a group of 50 people, and 3 people came.
Were they big?
They were like fat.
Oh.
Wait, but
That's what I
question.
mean.
Why did you feel the need to like be a Karen in
Because
that
my
moment?
favorite part, like they were stomping on the natural grass, like it was
I didn't
flat.
know you were like a green fingers like that.
I am. I love nature. I
Should
do.
have taken their shoes off.
No, like so, you know.
You should have
It
started
was-
kissing the grass.
No, it was like long
You
grass.
could have just
It-
told them like your parents were buried there or something. You know, I'm sure they did.
no, it's just they just have no respect.
Having a wedding over my
You
dead.
should've-
fucking-
You should have said you planted it yourself with your bare hands.
No, I don't think they would care. They were littering too. And then I called the
Damn.
city parks department. They were like, "Yeah, this is a big problem." And they were like, "Thanks for calling," because you know they try to get them to go away, but they don't have enough people to.
They hired you as a
Patrol it.
security guard. After.
I should have. I
Make
should
it
have been like, "Do you have a
part-time.
job? I'll work for you." Like,
I'll
fuck
be
these
watching
people.
this post.
Man, seriously, they were rude as
Okay,
fuck.
guys. Andrew's very passionate about grass, so
Yeah.
be careful around.
No, and they were being bitches, man. Like all of them. No,
Were
I
they-
think bitch is a good word.
Yeah, you can't use it on girls like to call a girl like this girl. A lot of
I'm gonna get
guys say
canceled, though.
this.
It's fun to
He
call
literally
guys
did
bitches,
that.
though.
We're gonna have
He
to-
literally did that to
We're
me,
gonna-
and then
I
I
don't.
told him to shut up.
He's called me a bitch before.
And Crystal.
Yeah, on text. I've text
He
proof.
said, Crystal, you bitch.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, bitch," and then he
Yo,
sent me a
bitch.
screenshot.
I have a 6-person witness.
I have 6.
So am I? Will I get
That's a
canceled?
lot of witnesses.
We're not gonna get. We're not gonna go there today, though.
But that's so scary these days because anything you can say can be canceled, and once you're canceled, you have to become a right wing grifter.
Wait, how did-
No,
Yeah.
he's right.
Yeah, it's kind of
They support you. They love you there.
you don't have a mic.
So I have a good question for everyone. So, and I want you guys to think about it and give an honest answer.
Okay, yes, sir.
Question is who we are shaped more by our choices or by our environment?
I think it's both, but I personally would be leaning towards environment.
Choices because you could leave the environment.
If you didn't know leaving was a choice,
How would
isn't
you-
that your environment?
Well, how would you?
Wait, what
then
about
that's
you,
your choice.
China? What do you think?
I think both. It's not so simple. You can't always leave your environment. So it might be a choice that you want to, but it's not so simple.
Mm-hmm.
And as someone who recently left a toxic household, I feel like your environment really does affect your
I would say just environment.
self-esteem, mental health, everything.
You don't. I don't think you have a choice.
Oh.
I think everything in life you have a choice.
Okay, why do you think that?
Well, unless you're in Palestine, but like if you're just an immigrant, you have a choice of where you can go.
I have a lot of Palestinian friends here, brother.
Yeah. So, you know, I think choices matter more than the environment, especially living in Canada. Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you why I think it's only environment. So human beings, we are emotional beings. Everything we do is based on our past experiences we had and how they made us feel. And based on those past experiences, we act a certain way in certain situations. And how information is received is information plus emotion together. That's core memory, something that you'll remember forever. Like you walk somewhere, you just smell a food that takes you directly back to your childhood,
That is true.
right? It's basically that information plus how it made you feel back then and how it all stuck with you, and you will instantly go back to that point whenever you smell that thing, right? And I'm saying all these to go back to the fact that we are emotional beings and we're shaped by everything that was around us and how it made us feel. Therefore, where we are and how we think is essentially the reflect of all of those environments that we've been in.
No, I agree. I do think environment's like a huge thing.
So if you're a person who has never been in a bigger environment or doesn't know better, you cannot do better.
Yeah.
So you technically, I believe, you have no choice but to be conscious of the environment that you're in. Like, being conscious and having a choice is not the same thing. It's like you can have critical thinking about the situation and the moment, but again, even in that moment, your environment and who you're with, where you are, what you're doing, it all affects, again, your day-to-day choices.
I don't believe that. The reason why is because in honor of MLK Day, which is is it today?
Today.
What's MLK Day?
Today's
Yeah.
MLK Day. Congratulations
Okay, Dave.
to today. What's MLK Day?
Martin Luther King.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so he was born into an environment of extreme racial prejudice, and this wasn't even like the 1800s. This was 60 years ago, and he was able to, through a series of conscious choices, change that by his own actions, and then he made others choose to change the environment. So I think for humans, you're allowed to change your environment through your own choices.
So now let me say this. Based on what you were saying, you're basically agreeing with what I'm saying, and it goes against what you're saying yourself. Because what you're saying is because of his life that he had, he came up to the conclusions that led him to do certain things. If it wasn't because of the environment that he was raised in, he wouldn't been having those thoughts and goals towards what he ended up doing.
So then
Therefore, your environment is the most important thing.
So they're both connected then, no?
Well, what I'm saying is consciousness is different from free will, basically.
What was the question then?
Is who we are shaped more by our choices or by our environment?
But that's what I mean, right? So is he shaped because his environment was so bad, or is MLK who he is because of the choices that he made, or because he was born into inequality?
The environment that he was in, and I guess the choices that he made.
But then the question is both.
No, but the environment triggered it.
If the environment triggers it, then how come
So it's more
so many people? No, but like nobody else did it but him. So he made the choice. So I'm saying both are equal then. Like what Sina said
Again,
from the start.
it's the environment.
But if his
'Cause, like-
environment was different, he would have never had to make that choice. So
It's
mean,
like, again, going
environment came
through all
first.
those hard times, again, having that right person. It always says you're one conversation, one phone call, one movie, one book away from changing your life. And that's an environment itself. And that puts a new idea in your head. If he wasn't in a certain place with certain people, the right people who motivated him to take action, who told him that he can never do that action, which triggered him to even wanting to do it more. That's all parts of your environment and how it shapes you. So at the end of the day, you are who you surround yourself with and where you are.
That question
and what you
then
do.
becomes the chicken and the egg, right? It's both.
It is both. Like you can be. I don't think if you can be, actually.
The
no,
environment
it's not.
led him to make the choices that he made to become the person that he is. So I mean, I guess if we look at it from a chicken and egg perspective, maybe the environment dictates your choices. So I agree with that. But the question is, who do you think? What was it again? How did I forget the question? What
Martha
was-
Luther King.
no, the question was like,
Oh.
what do you think makes a human being? The choices or the environment, right? But
Is who we are shaped more
If we-
by our
yeah,
choices
if that
or
question
by our
is if
environment?
who we are shaped by our choices or the environment, then both, because the environment shapes you into making the choices that you could. He totally could have not made that choice, but the reason he's MLK is because he made that choice. He's MLK because he chose to be MLK,
But
but
he
he
chose
is
it again.
because of his environment. But that's what I'm saying. You both need that. You need that both. If you're just in an environment and you don't make any choices, then you'd become nobody. So you need both.
But
I think that's the answer. For you genuinely need both. I know the environment dictates the choice, but at the end of the day, you don't have to choose either.
okay, let me ask you.
You can
this.
just choose to surrender.
Let me
right?
ask you this: you have. Do you like hockey?
No,
Do you know anything about hockey?
I played hockey.
Okay. I don't know much about hockey. I don't know anything about it. But I put you in a group with 5 hockey players.
Mm-hmm.
All 5 of them, all they do is play hockey in real life, play
Yeah.
video game hockey, watch hockey all day, all night. All they talk about is hockey. And you're with them for a week straight, 24/7.
Yeah.
Don't you think that you will start knowing everything about hockey? All you talk about will be hockey. All you watch will be hockey. All you play will be hockey. And you'll
Yes.
have an understanding. And that's all from,
No.
like, it's not based on choice. It's
No,
just
but
your environment.
but you can choose where you're. Because for example, I used to be that Asian rave crowd.
well, I take
whatever.
that choice away from you.
No, you
go
can't. That's
there.
what I'm saying. I'm dictated. Who I am now is because I made that choice to leave those groups. I left that hockey group because I don't want to talk about hockey all day. I don't like it. You make that choice. MLK, the reason why I think you're dictated more by your choices, he totally could have seen racial segregation and just been like, I don't give a shit, and just slept and smoked joints all day and just became a waste. But he's like, no, I see the injustice and I hate it and I have a dream, literally, and he made the choice to become who he is. So he's shaped more by his choices than by the environment, because he totally could have succumbed to the environment and decided to become a nobody, but he chose to become a somebody.
We'll let people in the comment section.
But isn't
decide.
it incredible because how like he was the person who made the choice. It could have been anyone.
But nobody else chose
Yeah,
to do that.
so that's why it's so hard because in a way, I mean,
So
I don't
that's
want
what-
to say we're not all capable of like doing what he did, but
They're
I
not.
mean, there's
People
a
are
reason
not. though.
most people, don't achieve their dreams. Or
No,
anything.
but
It's like-
exactly. That's
it's
what.
hard to sometimes make the choices or
Exactly.
do action on your choices.
Yes.
Like you might think you have a choice, but then it's
But
like your
he-
environment might not allow you to
No.
act towards it.
But that's why I mean the choices dictate the person, because you are who you choose to be. That's the end of the story, right? He became who he is because he saw it and was like, I choose to change. And so for a human being to grow, you choose to change. You grow. You want to go to the gym because your whole family's fat and they don't gym, and you see that and you're like, I want to change, and you go to the
but
gym.
like change is triggered by environment. That's what we're saying. I have a question. What do you think fear has stolen from you?
Oh, I was talking about that with Crystal, actually. Yeah, that's a good question because
Ooh.
my favorite quote is, everything you ever want is on the other side of fear. So that relates very well to the question.
That is true.
So yeah, what do you think, Crystal?
Fear? I mean, I guess when I think about fear, I feel like most people, or at least for me, most people, or me, I'm afraid of failing in general, but I feel like if you just bite the bullet and be fine with failing, you'll get to where you need to be.
Yeah, it relates to snowboarding.
Sure.
What about you, Andrew?
What has fear taken from me? I don't think fear has taken a lot from me. Because I've always tackled fear head on. So fear is a great teacher. I think it's given me more. I've learned more through fear than I've ever have from running away from it.
Like hiding in a bush.
Yeah, well, I called the
Feels
police.
like his
That's
physical safety was at
that's my.
risk.
They had knives,
run
man.
away from it. They hide
They would have literally shanked me. Like,
I feel like for fear, I feel like most people who go through fear, like me too, what we lose the most is probably time, because we spend a lot of time like being scared about it.
Yes, that's what I'm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I don't get about humans in general is because like you're so scared of doing something, but what's scarier, doing that thing and failing, or being 80 and you're dead and you're like, oh, I never done it. I think that's scarier, right?
Mm-hmm. It's all the what ifs
Yeah.
that will be left.
What my brain first went to is not even just the like, yeah, fear, and then you put limitations on yourself and take less risk. But like, I was just thinking, for example, like, I don't know, immediately I thought of like solo travel. Like, as someone who used to be really fearless, and I've got into a lot of situations that I would take back. Now I'm scared to solo travel. For example, that was just like what I thought. Like, that's a fear now.
Like
I
a physical
see.
fear, like a
Okay.
physical
Of like
fear.
as a like
A girl.
female alone, like to travel to a
true.
country completely by myself. Now I'm scared. I don't want to do that. Even though I want to do that, the fear of what could go wrong makes me just not do that. You literally don't know. I might just be in a different country alone. I go to a bar, I get one drink, and I'm just existing.
Or
and
even
That happened
just,
to me in
even
China.
Being
You don't know.
sober.
No,
Even
no,
being
no.
Sober. I think like a woman is a higher risk of
Yeah.
being robbed than a
Yeah.
guy. Just
Yeah.
because they're a female.
Yeah. No,
Right.
I went to China and
Because they're low key weaker.
they drugged me in the drink. I blacked out. So
Oh really?
yeah.
They drugged you in what?
I think it was like the craziest drink ever. It was one shot, and then me and my friend just kind of the whole night we just blacked out.
Did you eat at all?
I don't. This was like 5 years ago,
Oh,
but
okay.
he lost his phone, and I don't know.
You guys were low key robbed, I think.
I think
Goofy
so,
robbed.
maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Hard.
That's what I'm saying. It's
And your friend
kind
was
of-
a man.
He was like a 6'3" man. Yeah,
Okay, so then if you guys were two girls, it could have been worse.
Pretty
than
bad,
even
yeah.
What you experienced.
no, I have a lot of girlfriends who tell me that they've been drugged before.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
thankfully I only know one, so
Well, that's still one too many, right? Like,
yeah.
if everybody knows one person, that's a lot of people.
Yeah,
Well,
isn't
that's
it
the same
everybody then?
person. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I know like a few. So, I mean, that's a dark
Makes
answer to
it
the
up for
question. That's not exactly what
Wait,
the
let me
question
a-
meant.
Yeah,
I said
it
that's
was-
more about the physical.
Okay, you gotta
like,
answer
part.
it for real.
Well-
then, what has fear stolen from you?
I don't know. Fear has caused me to self-sabotage, I guess.
What
Like,
are you
fear
scared
of
of?
failure, so then I
Don't try.
Okay, when you guys say
don't try
fear
as
of
hard
failure,
as I should.
what does
Yeah.
that mean?
What was your question?
If you don't try, for example, if you don't get the thing, then you're like, well, it's because I didn't really try. But if you try and you still don't get the thing, it's like, okay, well, I sucked.
Right.
So I guess it's that. And
What have
Okay,
you?
why do you think
yeah.
you suck though? That's like it goes all back to your self-talk, and like, you know, the person that you spend the most amount of time with is you and the voice that is in your head, and if that voice is not positive, then nothing will be in your life.
yes.
So so why do you think when you fail you suck?
I think it's subconscious. It's not always like I'm thinking it out. Like,
So you've been programmed, would you say, like this,
There's
to
a good book on
associate failure
subconscious,
with
yeah.
yeah, and that could also
Sucking.
be like your environment has made you believe that if you fail, you
I
suck.
think so too.
Okay,
My
so now
household
you know
was
that.
like that. For a long time, I was so scared to like,
Asian
try really hard.
households? Yeah.
But it's, yeah.
Now you know that. Maybe it was your
Amen.
environment.
Mm-hmm.
But
So are
then-
you gonna keep that same belief from now
Well,
on?
it
You can
really
choose,
is.
right?
Like,
You
for
can
example,
choose.
I think I would have gotten my driver's license much sooner if it wasn't for years of my dad saying, "Oh, you're not a good driver. You're gonna get in a car accident. You're gonna kill
Oh my
yourself and someone
God,
else." And I
that's
literally,
crazy.
I gave up on the
Oh my
driver's
God.
license after failing twice. It's
Wait,
not like
so-
I didn't try.
Why did he say that?
So then I
look
just
at-
gave
maybe,
up.
Maybe
I'm like,
he knew something.
I was like, maybe I'm
Failing
not
twice.
supposed to drive.
Why did he say that though? That's crazy.
No,
I don't know,
maybe
because
like,
I have ADHD and for a second I'd get distracted. Also because when he's next to
I'm a
me, I was
great driver.
nervous.
okay,
I'm a
don't
great driver.
don't judge. The father knows their kid better than
Hey,
anyone
I am
else.
a great driver. Okay, now.
Are
have
you?
the slaying.
Yeah, I am. I
Yeah.
could have been sooner if I had not had this fear in my head of,
Can we
oh,
see your
I'm gonna kill
accidents
someone.
records?
Huh?
Do you have
Your
any? You have
accidents
any
record?
accidents, right?
No.
Just one.
No, I mean when I first started, like I messed up the side of my mom's car in a parking lot, but it's not with another car.
We've all done it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I ripped out like the front headlight.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I fell asleep.
What?
On the wheel?
Yeah.
Damn.
I was coming back
Danger.
from McDonald's.
Oh my gosh.
McDonald's.
That's actually crazy. You're gonna
Yeah.
cancel for that.
Wait.
It was an accident. I fell asleep.
On the wheel? That's
McDonald's
pretty
too
bad.
It was
good.
4 a.m., so no one was there. I just hit the car, and I'm like,
Oh my god, she needs her license revoked.
Have you ever been
This was
think
really a
we-
long time
I think we
ago.
need to
This was
cancel
like
this.
when I was 20 or something. I don't
Have
know.
you ever been asleep behind the wheel?
For like half a second, yeah.
Um,
But you actually just fell asleep?
I think so, because I woke up and the car was all like.
Oh no.
She actually just fell
I
asleep.
think I
Oh
closed my eyes for a
God.
second.
She's like, let me just see.
Oh my god.
Gosh, I was really tired. It was a time where I didn't really sleep
How
too
about
much.
you?
That's
China.
crazy, dude.
Me?
Slept behind the wheel?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Did you?
No.
Say no. Okay,
I don't
that's
fall
good.
asleep easily, so I don't think I'll ever.
Get enough sleep, guys.
Yeah.
Should we do a mukbang, guys? Should we order some food and just eat on cam?
We can mukbang, yeah.
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
What does your taste in people say about your wounds?
Whoa.
Zaddy issues. Zaddy issues.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
Big wound, bro.
Oh
Anyways,
my
moving on. What about you guys?
That was way too loud. That's way too loud. Okay. Oh my god.
That was good. That was good.
She literally was talking about her dad, and then okay.
I was just all red.
Yeah, that's like my heart.
So your taste in people and what you're trying to achieve from your relationships that you have is you reflecting on the emotions that you're trying to replace
Replace is a good
or
word.
get the same feeling in another way.
Like
So
a comfort
Like a
what's
thing.
your
drug
answer?
addict.
What's Sam's answer?
My wound. You see, this is one big thing in acting that they leverage on a lot. Wounds and like tough times that you've been through. But for me, I guess not being bound to just one place and constantly traveling and living in different parts of the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I try to make meaningful relationships everywhere and wherever I go. And that's just so I'm not alone, I guess. If
that
I am
makes sense.
ever anywhere, because I'm super social and I love people, I get my energy from them, and it will be hell to be alone, I feel.
Mm.
I think for the people, like I guess people I associate myself with, I feel like they're mostly people who have the same goals or like at least the same energy as me, or at least where I want to be. Wounds wise, I don't know, to be honest.
You go first. You gotta think about that.
I went.
Your taste in people.
said daddy
She said daddy
issues.
issues. That's taste in men.
Taste in men.
I mean, I guess for people, my taste in people. I've been a very crazy kid.
You are?
Yeah, I was wild as a kid. There's this story that I gotta tell one day. One day I gotta tell this story. I've told it to some people, not a lot, but one day maybe we'll see. It's a crazy poop story. I can't.
Oh God, what is this? Projectile pooping?
No. I was like 3 years old. This was
Semi-auto.
crazy.
Oh God, I'm scared.
No, I think I've just been a very crazy kid, and I enjoy crazy people. So I don't know. I don't think it's my taste in people is a wound. I will say taste in women. I do like cute girls, right? Maybe because I was really ugly in high school, so maybe that's a wound. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think we either are friends or date people who are like us, who have qualities that we admire and lack. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It probably has to do with wounds.
I believe in astrology, so I'm crazy. Even though I really like Carl Jung.
But I just
and Carl
I will
Sagan.
only say this one comment about what I said about the zaddy issues is that I know some people who we like older men, and I was thinking about my one friend who she does not like older men like at all. She only dates like her age or younger, and I was just trying to think about. I was like, I don't think I've like she's so strict with that, and I was thinking of her, and then I realized I'm like, wow, she has a great relationship with her dad, so maybe that's why
Oh.
she doesn't like or need older men at all. So
Right.
this was just I literally was just thinking
Oh
about
my
this the
god,
other
see.
day.
that's actually like
Yeah,
why
that's
does
And
that
I was
That
thinking
makes
about
make
me and
sense?
my other friend, and I'm like,
We both share the same qualities.
That's
Wow.
crazy. Wait, no,
Yeah,
actually, I think you're
it's-
onto something with that.
You're
It's
right.
the environment.
Because there's nothing needs to be replaced there.
yeah.
Everything's good. You just need a new
Your
one.
environment leading to your decisions.
Yeah, I believe that environment.
But then you choose.
I don't think the choices change. I think like what your choice will always be what your choice is, but your environment expand like gives you the potential to be where you need to be.
I mean, I always believe in the choice. Humans are capable of changing,
People,
and
yeah.
so I think
Because
subconsciously.
when I think about the environment, no, I think about when I went back to Asia, right? When I was in Asia, like I never thought not working hard was like even a thing. Like I thought people just did that. But when I came here, I'm like, oh, like people actually are really chill here. Then I realized
Yeah.
you can actually choose to work hard or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
right.
didn't know that was a choice until I came here.
I met an ex at a rave. It was love at first sight, literally across the thing.
The
It was
Wow.
John Digweed. John Digweed?
guy that you fell in love with?
John
No,
Digweed.
no.
I don't know who John Digweed is.
He's
Crystal,
a-
we're filming now.
You're not
we
a
are.
real
Yeah.
EDM person, then.
John Digweed?
I think so.
Crystal, who the hell is John Digweed?
Dude, don't ask me.
He's legit.
It was legit. It was literally love at first sight. I almost
Who the hell
watched
is
that
this
on
guy?
that episode. And you know when it's crazy? I swear we were at the Squamish Music Festival, so it's like huge, right? And outside, he was so far, and I looked, and he looked, and it was love.
Oh,
And then
It was
and
love.
later,
that's what I mean.
he was
I'm
passing in
I'm,
front of me, and he was very tall, 6'6". And I was like, oh my god, act fast. And I was like, and like tap his shoulder, go like this, and I go on my tippy toes, touch his shoulder. He turns around, and I'm like, hi. And he's like, hi. And then we were talking and stuff. Turns out I had hit on him at another rave.
You're
Bro,
joking.
What?
literally. And he told me the whole story where I was like, you're not giving me enough attention. Bye. And he was like looking for his friends, and then when I'd found him the first
my
time, and I
God.
found him again, and we danced together, and then he's like, oh, my phone said like I'm gonna go get my friend's phone to like get your information because we were getting picked up, and you know I'm like worried he's not gonna come back, and he came back,
Aw.
So
and he
you-
got my number and he texted me right away.
So you guys dated.
So now you have his number.
Who was
This
that?
was a long time ago.
Oh.
This was my first.
So you do believe in love at first sight. Then why did you disagree?
It was clearly love at first sight because it was twice.
Yeah, so that's what I'm looking for.
You
need
believe in
that.
love at first sight?
Yeah, I need that. I need that exact. I felt that once
I do
before.
believe in that as well.
Nice. So I had that my first rave. She gave me a candy. It was great. And but we didn't exchange numbers because I was shy.
That was
back
not
then.
love in the first sight. That was drugs.
No, I didn't do drugs. I was like
Candy?
18. No, candy, like the
Candy
bracelet.
bracelet?
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, no,
that's
no,
so
no,
cute.
no.
Oh.
That was fun, but I was too shy to ask for a number. So
Very cute.
that was
And
me.
you
That was
regretted
You
it
just got a
forever.
bracelet and goodbye.
pieced out. Yeah, I didn't regret it forever. It wasn't meant for me back then. It was meant for you because you met twice. So, but then it didn't work out. But it was meant for you at that time.
He was one of the best boyfriends ever.
How
Um,
long were you guys together?
Not super long, because so it was end of summer, and we were both about to go to college, and I was going to University of Victoria, and he was going to Trinity. And it was like, literally,
Oh.
I don't know if we saw each other again before we both left. It was right at the end. But we stayed in contact, and he visited me, and I visited him, and he wanted to be serious much faster than I did. And I kept being like, no, like, da-da-da, like, all this
Now
shit.
you regret it.
And
huh?
then I remember talking to one of my guy friends at UVic, and he's like, if you don't like commit soon, like you're gonna lose him. And I was so scared, and I committed way too fast when I knew I wasn't ready. And I remember one time he came to visit, and we went ice skating, and I knew he was gonna ask on that trip. So we were literally at the ice rink, and I kept like literally skating away from him. I'm like, ah, da, da. And he's like chasing me, and I'm like just skating away, like trying to avoid the question. And he did in fact ask that night, and I said yes, and we went for dinner and da 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 da.
I have a question for you, Andrew. Yeah, have you heard they say that a guy's first love will never be replaced?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Do you believe in that?
I don't believe in that.
So your first love has been replaced?
I mean, it's definitely harder to get over the first love, but
Took me 5 years.
it's definitely replaceable. Yeah. I remember that. But wow. So what happened to your ex?
5 years.
You guys didn't.
I can't
Continue.
say what happened.
Okay. What about you, Sam? You think your first love can't be replaced?
Your first true love, maybe the ones that you had wasn't real love.
Maybe.
Do you guys think
Hmm.
that people, and I specifically want to know from the guys, do you have like the one where you're forever gonna be like the one that got away?
Oh god, I was thinking
Wait,
about
what?
that.
Like the one that got away.
The one that
No.
there's no such thing. I believe there's just billions of people out there you still haven't met.
Well, maybe it depends. You know,
Like, do you believe
another
in the
life,
one?
You know? I think so. But there can be a lot of ones. So
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
So it's not the one.
yeah. So they
You
are
just
the
have
one,
a
but there's a
few.
lot of ones. Yeah, there's a few. She's the few. she's the few.
I believe in the few.
Yeah. There's the one, but
The few that got away.
yeah, I don't know. Life is relationships.
But don't worry,
Weird.
Andrew will find you guys.
Yeah. What?
I'm talking to your future wife.
Okay, right. Yes,
future
I will
wife who-
find a future wife somewhere.
Yeah.
He will find you, and he will
Propose
Wife or wives.
wives.
one singular wife, okay?
One
Please,
singular-
no, not wives. I don't want to become a widow or like a divorcee. This is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
Committed man.
You can't really control if you become a widow.
Don't even say that, bro. That's messed up. That's so fucked up, you know? Knock on wood, please. The floor. Thank you. Oh my god. That's messed up.
That's definitely going on there.
Yeah, we just
You guys, I have some questions.
let's hear
Okay,
it.
let's hear
Okay.
it.
Would you tell your friend, okay, their partner is liking commenting on thirst traps?
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
Probably.
Oh, their
Probably.
partner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why you say probably?
Hmm?
Why would you not?
I mean, most likely, but I mean, like, if my life is on the line, I'm probably not.
Your
like,
life
if, my,
is on the
if
line?
it's like my boss's wife, like, I'm not gonna tell him.
No, your
that
boss would like that. If I was
no,
your
if
boss,
it's
I'd be
the
like,
other
I'd
way or
promote you.
something. If it's the other way. Like,
Oh,
if it's
like if
yeah,
your
like-
wife's, if
Yeah.
you're friends with his wife,
Yeah, or something. I just don't want to cause any emotions at my
Okay.
workplace. You know,
that's not really your friend though.
I mean, well, for my workplace.
Honestly, with the technology nowadays, if you can't figure it out yourself, then let it
What
be.
if you're blocked?
What if they have a burner
What if you
account?
don't
Yeah.
have social media?
Yeah.
Okay, you see, you gotta catch up with society. You can't.
Like, you deserve to be cheated on if you don't have social
Dude, that's
media.
messed
I am
What- what's
as
the next
up.
question?
fucked up it is. I hate technology, and that's the path we're going.
Yeah, that's true.
Monkey
Me
sees,
too.
monkey
Oh my god.
do.
Imagine 2050.
Okay.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be crazy.
Okay, guys, number 2. You think their relationship is clearly one-sided?
What?
Oh, I've tried.
Wait, let me get the question first.
Would you tell your friend you think their relationship is clearly one-sided?
Yes.
Yeah. But at this point,
Wait,
you know, like
if it's one-sided,
Only one of them is putting effort.
you would end it.
No,
I
would you
tell my
tell, would you
friend
tell your
it's
friend
only one-sided.
Oh.
that their relationship's one-sided?
No, not really. I mean,
see?
if
I
they're
can see
fine-
that.
You shall not stay quiet.
Wow.
And let
No, wait, but if it's one-sided, but they're happy with
Injustice.
whatever the side is,
that's
then
horrible.
Whatever.
You're a horrible friend.
Maybe they're not aware.
You're just okay
Yeah.
with
They're not
them
aware that's
treating
different.
themselves like, or they are sometimes, and they're just used to the situation.
Damn. Okay,
I mean, I
next-
would tell
what's the next
them, I
question?
guess, but I wouldn't make them. Like,
I would tell.
If they're happy,
Yeah.
they're happy for me.
Okay, would you tell your friend their breath smells bad every time
Yeah.
you hang out?
Yeah.
In private, yes.
I know that's a really awkward one for
I
me.
would scream it as soon as I.
And I would
smell it.
expect the same, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would expect the same, but probably privately.
Yeah.
I'd call you out right on the
Shut up.
spot.
I don't want to.
That's not nice.
No, why not?
Don't embarrass your
you
friend
guys,
in front of
yeah, you do. When I
everybody.
fart, you're like, "Hey, you farted right now."
Well, you don't fart in public.
No, by farting in their face.
What's the difference between bad breath and farting? See, there's no difference. So
But
if you
the
can
other
call
one,
out,
like shit comes out of it. It's
You
not
can
the same.
control your fart. You can't really sometimes control your
just
bad
don't
mouth.
breathe.
Just, you can't.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Stop breathing,
Right.
Andrew. You saw their ex on a dating app already.
Nah, I would.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter, honestly. If it's an ex, it's an ex. Like it's
Sure,
an
I like
past.
gossip,
what?
so
It's
yeah.
X.
History. You don't pull up the dead.
Mm,
What about you?
I might not if I know it would hurt them.
Fair enough.
Rip the
I mean,
Band-Aid
honestly,
off.
yeah. Like if I think about it, yeah, it's kind of like
Rip the
tea,
Band-Aid
but
off.
like it's tea that I don't want shared. You know, you just shove that away
Yeah.
in the dust.
Yeah.
Sometimes we gotta protect your friends a little bit.
It's a lot
Would
of
you
edit.
tell your friend they're being used as a backup option?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a waste
Yeah.
of time. 100%
Yeah.
yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Would you tell your friend their new haircut is in it?
Yes.
No, it's
Wait,
hard
really?
because like they
Yeah.
have to live with that. You can't just get long hair again. You know what I mean? Like
No, but what's worse? Like they know they have an ugly haircut.
I've done
for a
that
long
twice
time.
recently,
once
so
the
yes.
hair grows out, I would tell them maybe not do that next time. Only after the hair is grown out and you can change it.
Okay, let me ask you guys this: as a society, are we actually becoming more self-aware or just more self-obsessed?
Oh no, I think self-obsessed.
Both, honestly. Because I became self-aware, and I'm sure a lot of people out there are.
I think it's not like targeting an individual, but as a whole, as like a group of people, as a society. I think, right?
But I mean, if you look back in history, a lot of these people were also self-obsessed and dumb, and racist.
I guess so. If you look back to like the American history, that was probably
So we
worse.
genuinely enjoy the greatest freedoms of all time throughout history, because we're all like people of color and immigrants. If this were in any other decade, I mean, yeah. So I think in some ways we are self-obsessed through social media. It becomes that veneer, but in a lot of ways, it also allows you to think deeper about yourself because of social media. Like people get to see more questions and answer more questions than they ever have. Because then back in the day, you wouldn't be able to be self-aware, because if you hung out with your friends, they wouldn't know anything, and you can't ask those questions that you're able to ask now.
What do you mean you can't ask those questions?
Well, you don't have the access to it right now. You can read books, you can ask AI, you can Google, you can see Reddit, you can watch TikToks. But back then, like what Sam said, you can't even leave that hockey group because that's all you had. Like you had a little village of 300 people, and that's all. That's it.
No, I guess it's true in that way. Yeah.
So I
Right.
feel like we were self-obsessed and we're more becoming self-aware.
Yeah,
But like I feel like by the time that we're aware, it's too late.
probably.
I think we're getting a little too self-obsessed to the point where people are just selfish now, and it's all about
I think so.
overly having boundaries, which just means you don't care about anyone else, so you won't make yourself
Yeah.
even slightly
discomforted.
What makes you say that?
Discomfortable. Discomfort. That's not
What did
even
you
a
say?
word.
What makes her say that?
No, she's right.
But
Like,
what do you
say-
experience?
You're, don't really want to go out, but it's like your bestest friend's birthday, and you're just like not really feeling up for it. Like maybe just make yourself a little uncomfortable that night and go out anyways because
Yeah.
they're your best friend and you
Yeah.
love them and
Yeah.
they really want you there.
Yeah.
Or maybe someone like in Costco when they cut in front of you, just give them 5 minutes
No.
to do what they want to do.
Yes.
No, that's
and-
different.
Maybe
That's
they
them
have a
being-
sick kid at home and they have to rush to their kid or
I
something.
have a
These-
sick kid
these-
at home
No,
too.
see, these are
You're
all.
the
If
sick
you're
kid at
talking about
home.
awareness, if you're talking about being someone who's aware, the first thing that a aware person will understand is that you gotta understand other people and how they might feel and what
But
situation they might
why
be in.
can't she understand me? What if I had
That's
a sick
just
So
kid?
the
you can't
bloodline.
expect that. You can't.
No,
like,
but she's doing something bad. Like you guys are defending
that's
the line cutter.
except-
You guys are
exception.
wait. So you guys are defending the line cutter?
No, I'm not. It's absolutely
No.
wrong to do that.
Yeah.
But then it's again, nothing will happen if someone does that. It's not gonna make a huge change in your life for you to put your energy and.
I
your
just don't like that
negativity on
injustice. You know, I can't.
That's
They say you
totally
gotta
okay.
pick your.
And then, yeah, you can tell her no, it's okay. You can get behind me if
Yeah.
you want to go through but like crashing out and saying no, fuck your bullshit.
No,
like,
no,
just
I
get
don't.
back."
I don't think I'm a crash out. I'm just saying I don't think he was an asshole for crashing out because he was in the right to. You know.
No, you are in the right to, but then just having the right to doesn't justify you being an asshole or not. Like,
I guess
yeah,
that's true. I agree.
I
you have the
mean-
right to do a lot of things, but
Yeah.
then a lot of people abuse it.
I think for that guy in the line that got cut off, I think he has the right to be like, I don't want you to cut in my line, but you probably shouldn't
I
be
get
yelling
your
at
point of
someone
view.
like that.
We kind of
Just
just loop
'cause-
back to a convo from 30 minutes ago. Is
That's okay, and it's just like It's EQ and
That's
IQ.
fine.
It's
You
I
very
have an
big-
example
You have
for
nice
th-
muscles.
Ooh, she be hitting the gym.
Yeah, what? Do you actually gym?
I mean, I barely have recently.
Yes.
but
Why do you have
Yeah, she has
triceps?
muscles.
I've always kind of had arms. Look at that. Not bad.
Wait, what? Wait, do you have arms?
Persian blood, bro.
Wait. Why do you have more arms than
Dude,
Crystal?
it's crazy.
You have you
How
been
much do you-
gymming even?
Yeah, I have, but like I guess not like
Are you
that.
bulking?
Naturally.
Naturally gifted in the arms.
Yeah,
Okay.
naturally just
I was gonna
pudgy.
give an example. So, when me and Carmen went to LA, the most annoying thing that ever could happen happened. Our flight was 2.5 hours. When I tell you, we literally were at the airport 3 hours because the luggage would not come out, and it was the most frustrating thing ever. And it was New Year's, and we had to go buy outfits, and we were just upset, right? But there was a lot of people who were more upset, and they were like really being mean to the one worker who was like trying to help us. Anyways, blah blah blah. After like 2 hours, I'm like, I'm gonna go get a coffee. Go to the coffee place. Line is so long, it is not moving. And there's this one lady in the front. I don't know why she didn't have like $7, $10. She's like trying every card. It was like maybe 15 minutes. And this is when I was a little bit annoyed with just like, I don't know if I can say it's like Americans, because like there's like 4 of them. And the 3 of them are just like pretending to like wipe something when there's 2 tills. Like open the other till. Also, just tell this woman like go away. Like she's trying for like 20 minutes different cards, and there's like a huge line.
Yeah.
And
20
there's
minutes?
like airport workers in the line who probably have to get back to work and all this shit. Anyways, this one guy, older man, he like really needed to get a water, and then he kind of wanted to come. Nobody was interrupting him. At the end, he just like literally took the water, went and grabbed it in front of everyone, didn't pay, like went and gives it to his wife, and everyone's all like, oh my god, like da da da, all pissed. And he comes back, he's like, my wife is dying, and then you see like his wife's like on this chair, and she didn't look very well, but like some people in the line were still not even okay with that. Like and I was like, look at that. I felt like, damn.
Great
His
for him.
instinct was
Yeah.
like to take that water and not pay for it, even though it was gonna piss off like 20 people in the line and the cashiers who were like, what the fuck.
Damn.
You gotta do
I
what
hate-
you gotta
I
do
hate people
sometimes.
who
I
do
hate
that.
people who wait for other people to do things.
What?
It's
Yeah.
like if you actually want to do it, just fucking do it.
I hate
It's-
people who have 5 credit cards and they tap it all and it's for some reason canceled and they don't have the mind to go.
Walk away.
Yeah.
But and it was the worker who, and then this one lady behind me, I was so happy. She's like, can you guys like open another till? And the cashier's like, ma'am, like we're helping this woman. It's like, and then that woman, she got awkward after that, and she's like, I guess it's fine. Like I'll just get a banana. It's like, yeah, you should have thought about that 15 minutes ago. Like,
my
and
God.
It was 20 minutes.
it was
That's insane.
ridiculous. And just open the other till. Like these 3 workers are like literally scratching their ass.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is just so dumb.
And this is not the grocery store. We're not making fun of a poor woman. She chose to go to a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the airport. So
At
she's
the airport.
She's not poor.
She's
She was
bougie.
going
Exactly.
somewhere.
Yeah. She was going somewhere.
Mhm.
Yeah. We're not making fun of a.
Probably
like
needs
when
to
you're
go to the bank.
traveling, you know, your cards don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I tap 2 cards and like there's a line behind me, I'd be like, okay, sorry, I'll come back, and then I just leave, right? But if you're there for like 5 minutes working everything, oh my God, or those people who are like they're putting it in, it's like their 10th time buying it, they put it in, they're like, oh, how do I enter this? I'm like, this is not 2015 or 2010. This is 2026.
That's true.
You put a card in. They're like tap here, and they're like, wait, where do I? And then it's like they tap the bottom. This is not even a friggin' new machine. It's one of those old machines, and they don't know how to tap. And they're like, then they put it in, and then they forget their code, and then their card doesn't work. They're like, let me just give you cash. And then it's like, okay. And then they ask, can I have exact change back? And this exactly happened to me at a Starbucks, and I was gonna crash out on that lady. Genuinely, they have no respect for people behind them.
Crash
Yeah.
out.
Like, imagine if I had to like I don't know go to a job interview and I didn't get hired because of her, right?
I
Mostly
have been
trauma
really
response.
into burnt toast theory recently.
Burnt
What is
toast?
that?
Do you guys know that?
No.
Say it
I
again.
do know that.
You've been into what?
I know that theory. That's the theory of just whatever happens for a reason. Yeah.
Okay, so burnt toast theory, like I'll explain the best I can. It's like when essentially it's saying like how every little thing happens for a reason, even though in that moment you cannot explain it and it might piss you off. So like for example, you're late, you're going to work and you're late, and then you burn your toast, and now you have to make another toast, and it's annoying and inconvenient, and you're gonna be even later, but you do it, and then now you just prevented yourself from maybe being in a car crash. Like, you know, it's like
Everything
little
happens
things,
for
yeah.
a reason.
That's in Buddhism, you know. That theory, I think, originates from Buddhism.
No idea.
Probably like life in general, but it's a very popular theory right now.
Everything happens
and
for
it
a
really
reason.
helps you accept little things that you might be like bummed out about, but then you're like, well, it's okay, and it just makes your day flow so much better and less
Right.
like
You don't
stressed.
think about the bad things too much because you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that was probably a burnt toast.
Yeah.
Right. No, I
It's
still.
been
No,
helping me a
just
lot.
by adapting that mindset, you see the best in the worst situations. And
Mm-hmm.
again, what's happening is already happening, and what's done is already done. You
Mhm.
can't just spend time thinking about it and
Mhm.
just be all negative.
Mhm.
So, and you don't get much out of negativity. So why not be positive and try to look at it positively?
Mm-hmm.
You know, instead of getting pissed off at that woman cutting me off in front of the line, in my
I was thinking about that.
head, I'm thinking, hey, I'm probably doing something good, helping someone out by giving my time to them. And that's not
Mhm.
going to change anyone's life significantly.
I just don't like inconsiderate people. That's my biggest pet peeve.
By responding to what they have done wrong in a wrong way, you're just as low as them.
Yeah, like, you know, anger begets anger, right? Is that the correct way to use that term?
Well, now I'm kind of wondering what your opinion on this one subject would be, because it goes back to a little bit of the self-absorbedness. But I've been seeing a lot of posts on like Facebook and stuff about how police presence was going to be
You use
increased this
Facebook?
weekend. I use it for marketplace and
Me
Okay.
too, Marketplace.
you know,
Anyways,
groups.
yeah, your story.
Anyways, there was a lot of articles and stuff in the last few days about how police presence is going to be increased a lot in Vancouver because of the number of protests and da. And I was shocked at the comments about so many people, like, first of all, racist. Second of all, just not giving a shit, like, just upset because now the roads are going to have traffic. And, like, all they care about is the roads that are going to have traffic. And, like, that these people should go back to the countries that they're protesting for. And I was just like, I just couldn't believe the comments. Like instead of being like, wow, look, 17,000 people are showing up for a cause that's really important to them, you're like, oh my God, but like,
My word.
I can't go to Cactus Club at 7 now. Like,
Wait, but to be fair though, because the Facebook audience is mostly like
Very
boomers.
racist.
They're much older
Yeah.
and they have no filter and they really don't give a shit.
They don't
This
give a
is not
shit.
even Facebook. This is
Um,
Instagram
you know,
itself.
I
Instagram
agree
too.
with both.
I think
Just
TikTok
there's-
is
I
very
agree with
soft.
both.
Okay, there's a problem.
No. I like protests because I think this is a really good quote. I forgot who said it. Like first they came for the communist and I did nothing, and then they came for the whatever and then I did nothing, and then they came for me and had nobody left to speak for me. So protesting is very important. Unless you're like a MAGA protester, then it's then please, I don't know, do not protest. But at the same time, I hate traffic, so I would rage. Here's the thing: I support the protest if it was not on a day that I'm driving there.
selfish.
Yeah.
Selfish.
Oh my gosh.
No, but no, that's a joke. But yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure the protests are meant to cause like scenes,
Some
like
disruptions,
traffic or
yeah.
whatever that they're blocking, just so that the government will feel more like they need to do something about it because it's like, you know, in the way. And
if it's like a big protest, but there's some protesters where they like just sit in the middle of a highway, like you see those like just stop oil
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I think that detracts from it because people just start hating you.
Yeah, no, I was going to say the only time I've seen protesty comments that I agreed was like there was one where people were like doing something like that and they were like blocking the hospital. Like that's pretty
I
terrible.
saw that one. Yeah, that was
But-
weird.
But in general, if it's like, oh my God, the art gallery is so busy in West Georgia,
Yeah.
it's
Wait,
Yeah.
like
what do you guys think
Yeah.
about
a go around, honey. Like, you're fine.
Yeah.
What about the protest? You know, the post office, like Canada Post, when they did the delivery people, they stopped delivering because they were on a strike. They were on a strike. Yeah.
What
So-
about it?
Yeah, like because it's obstructed mail and all that. Are you guys like chill with that? Like,
Well, I mean, they're protesting because they want more money, right? I mean, even the liquor people went on strike, right?
that's
Yeah.
true,
So the
I like
government just
unions.
needs to pay more so that people can do their jobs.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yep.
I found it a little annoying though. Not gonna lie.
No, it was
during,
very
like Christmas.
annoying.
I'm like, yo, I'm trying to do my gifts, man.
Definitely affects a lot of lives. That's why you
Yeah.
protest.
Yeah.
But they're
yeah.
also very important
Peacefully.
essential workers, so they do deserve to be paid.
The mailing people.
Yeah,
But I don't know how much they get paid though, so it's
like
hard for me
20
to
something
say.
an hour.
Is that a lot?
Not real to live in Vancouver. No,
That's true.
that's like, yeah, and it's hard work, man. Being a mailman is hard work. They walk like 40,000 steps a day.
Yeah, and they're important so they can leverage their
Yeah.
job, you know?
Yeah, they are
Mhm.
important. They're like
Should I be a mailman
function.
then?
I mean, it's kind of a
wanna
hard
be a
job.
Cutest
woman.
male woman
Yeah, male
alive.
woman.
You get huge calves. They all have massive calves. Yeah, they have huge calves, man.
That's crazy.
Say you have a pet. You've had this pet 15 years. That pet was your life, right? And your pet passes away. And then, like, you have a friend who had a cat for less than a year. And then their cat dies. And it's like every time you try to talk about your dog, they just talk about their cat. And they're also saying, I don't even like cats. And it's like, well, you know, you're kind of stealing my pain and moment away because you keep bringing up the cat that you
What if they're trying to relate to you?
maybe, but let me have my moment and be sad. And then you jump in. Not like,
Mm.
but my cat. It's like,
Oh, so they're doing that.
It's not the same, honey. Like, shut up about your
Um,
cat.
Have you
It got me
talked to
really
her about her
thinking,
cat?
you know?
Yeah.
Well, there's other stuff you don't talk about. It's just
Okay,
like
well-
people tell you who they are.
Wait, no, but act it out. Like, how does it go?
So like, if you're gonna
Yeah,
go,
so you
like,
tell your
"Oh,
story."
I miss my dog.
So I
You'd be
miss
"But
my dog a
cat."
lot.
Yeah, like you're in an Uber and you're talking about how this is my first Christmas in like 15 years without my dog, and they're like, oh yeah, I had a cat,
Oh,
and you still have another cat. You're not fully alone, you know. It's like,
so they didn't even they
Oh.
weren't
Not
even like,
cat
oh,
lesbian.
I can see how it's sad. Like my cat died too.
It's just more like.
We're just like, oh,
just completely just hijack the convo.
then
Yeah.
they're the asshole. Because normally it'd be like, oh, I feel for your dog, but like my cat also died. Like I get what you mean. They didn't even say that. They were just like, oh, but my cat died.
Yeah, like even the driver is about to comment on my situation, but they just
Damn.
Oh, dang,
Jump on
that's
it.
So
tough.
they're the asshole.
Well, I hope that
then.
person doesn't see this episode.
I have a question for you guys then.
Sharing
So let's say
wine.
you're on like a first date, right? And the
Mhm.
date is like good, like it's just good vibes, and then they just ghost you. What's your first like thought?
It is what it is.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is what it is.
It
You
is
don't
what it
think
is.
about what the person, why the person did that.
No.
Nope.
Sometimes you don't.
You
there's
reflect,
No reason. Yeah.
But then you're like, I guess.
Yeah.
This one
What do you
didn't
think the
work out.
reason would have been?
You don't know.
You don't know.
Really?
Trillion
You see,
reasons.
you never make
That is true.
assumptions
No.
because you can either aim towards yourself or them, and
Yeah.
just negativity doesn't.
I guess that's
just-
true.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah, it does not help anyone.
their loss.
Their loss. You
I had
probably
one
know.
time the weirdest experience. I had met this guy on a dating app. He picked me up. And we were gonna go for dinner somewhere. The whole time he's like complimenting me, telling me how good I look. Da da da. We get to the restaurant. He's like, "I'm gonna go park. Like you go get us a table." I go in. I get a table. This man never came.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And this is the only time this has ever happened to me. And I could have sat
I
there
would
like
never
I'm
go to
ugly,
a restaurant again.
but I just sat at the bar and I literally made cooler friends because I was like, I'm
That's-
not gonna about to leave. I was
that's
just like, this
crazy,
is
though.
hilarious, and thank you God for protecting me from
Oh.
whatever
Oh, that's 100%
whatever that
true.
was.
Fuck yeah.
But it was weird because I really couldn't understand it. Like it was just
That's
like,
so
So
weird.
random.
like in our short car drive, he definitely seemed into me. It
Maybe
wasn't
he
like
was
he's
too.
like, you go
maybe he was too enamored with you. He's like, I can't handle this girl. I gotta leave. Like, it's
did
just
you
too much.
text him? Did he text you after?
No, he ghosted.
That's
Because I'm like, hey, are you coming? Like, nope.
I think he had too
Oh,
much
you
aura
texted
for him.
Are you coming? And he
No,
never.
I'm like waiting in there,
Oh my
like, you know,
God.
thinking that he can't find parking. I don't fucking know. Like,
An hour
shit.
later.
God. No, you had too much aura for him.
No,
You got scared.
that's tough.
Yeah. This is filmed on MLK Day, so I just want to say I want to remember MLK because personally, whenever I think back to my hard times, this is gonna sound very cheesy, but I think of what he did as a person.
Is he your
And-
like
and he's
representation of
actually-
Jesus?
No. He's actually
What
my
did
role
he
model.
do exactly?
Well, United States was very segregated back in his era. Racial, like black people had no rights pretty much. It's pretty much like women's suffrage, but for black people. And he was like, this is not acceptable. And he led all the black people onto a march. And then through that, they relaxed some of the laws. And that's why today we live in semi-peace. You know, there's still a long way to go for racial laws and equality, but he was the pioneer of that. And he was just a normal black boy from some city. He wasn't like this rich, president or anything. He was just a normal black boy, and he had a dream, and he voiced his opinions, and he led the world to change. So when I think of all the hard stuff that I want to do, you know, like be an actor or make content and stuff, and I think it's so hard and unachievable, I just think of what he's done, and it makes things feel a little bit easier, because if he can do something so crazy, then I'm able to do something a little bit for myself, you know? So that's why I love MLK. So
That's really nice.
yeah,
Very cute.
is where we end it. Closing remarks.
Just carry empathy and kindness in your heart, and if someone cuts you off in a line, maybe think about
Yeah.
why they did that and don't cuss them out.
Do not
Yeah.
call them a bitch.
But if you're having a terrible day, then, you know, maybe you need to cuss them out. Then fuck it, do it. I get that.
Does it
My
benefit
road
you?
rage is
If
really
it makes
bad
you
some
treat
days.
other people better after that, do it.
Yeah.
Don't hold it in. Treating everyone
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
Good pod today.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.